Mehmet is a father devastated by pain. This empty land is where Meral, his daughter, died.
We lost everything when we lost her. We lost our house. We lost our work. We lost her.
After the earthquake struck, Mehmet managed to get out of his destroyed house and rushed to his daughter's home. The 9-story building that once stood here had turned into rubble. With the help of his relatives, Mehmet started digging with his bare hands. He was eventually able to rescue his daughter's husband, who told him Meral had died. But up until this day, Mehmet has no idea where her body is.
We didn't see her body. Every day I went to the medical facilities. Every day I had to look at hundreds, thousands of corpses. To not be able to find where your child is. Only a father and a mother can understand. Apart from this, everything is meaningless.
There is little left of what Antakya once was. This city, world famous for its cultural heritage, was the most affected by the February 6th earthquake, which according to official figures, killed almost 50,000 people. Its inhabitants, once proud of their city's rich history, now struggle to see a future. In this makeshift clinic, psychologist Nilgün Yeniochak sees many of her patients are struggling with unresolved grief. Life is so hard here, she says, that many people simply don't get round to grieving, especially if their loved ones are still missing.
We know there's still a lot of people missing. The numbers may vary, that's not important. But when someone remains missing, the grief experienced by their loved ones continues. Their unresolved pain prevents them from moving forward with their lives. It doesn't allow them to carry on, as they hold on to a feeling of both hope and hopelessness.
In the chaotic aftermath of the earthquake, thousands of unidentified victims ended up in mass graves. In many cases, the Turkish authorities took DNA samples of the bodies to be able to identify them at a later stage. Nearly a year later, however, Mehmet feels the state has simply not done enough to help him find his daughter.
We would be so relieved just to find her body. It's not about discovering that she's actually okay. It's just a confirmation that she has died. We thought of opening a trial, but that requires a lot of money. And we don't have that. We have to look for answers from the state, but there are none.
Locals in Antakya say that thousands of people are still looking for the bodies of their loved ones. In this laboratory in Istanbul, specialists try to match the DNA of unidentified earthquake victims with that of potential relatives. It is a daunting task, but the head of this institute says that the job is nearly done. Only a few hundred bodies, he says, are still to be identified.
As of today, our number of non-matched samples is 387. That's according to official figures. We think that some of them may be immigrants who had previously come to Hatay. But we hope that the number will drop further in the near future.
According to the people who took my girl here, this is where she was buried. But we can't know for sure. Here, somewhere else, we really don't know.
This cemetery just outside Antakya was made especially for earthquake victims. All of the gravestones here are marked by that same tragic date, the 6th of February, 2023. Yet many graves carry no names but numbers. They belong to the unidentified dead, like Mehmet's daughter.
I looked for my daughter everywhere, with everything I had. I'm still looking. I sent many messages to the governor, no reply. I went to the governorship. I went to the emergency services. I went to the Ministry of the Interior, the Ministry of Health. I went everywhere you could imagine. But unfortunately, she's nowhere to be found. How many more months will she not be here? We really don't know.
Without official confirmation, Mehmet feels he can never be sure where his daughter is. Yet sometimes he still comes here to pray, just in case, he says, grave number 854 belongs to Meryl.